And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs. Shout out to my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery driver, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the brother Troy Stars Trucking Vlogs on YouTube. Please go over to Troy channel and continue to support his channel and help that brother to grow. Bigger than that, though, Troy has another installment of more of what is going on in Canada with the trucks rolling out in a peaceful protest kind of a manner and what it's all about. He's back out in the streets of Canada again. So for those of you who like to travel vicariously through other people, because you know a lockdown time now, plus we don't have the money or the time to be going every single where. So you just jump on a video and you ride along, right? Go over there and support that. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. You deserve respect. Someone who wants good for others as much as they want good for themselves. Very few people are like that, actually. A lot of people pretend like they want good for others as much as they want for themselves. But then when you start winning, they're like, I don't know. I mean, I like the car that I went buy. Wouldn't buy that. And that the house them call big house about. You know, shout out to those who clean-hearted, good-hearted people who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. That means the same things you want for yourself, you want it for other people as well. Sow them good seeds of karma, baby, and it comes right back around. Yes. Big up everybody, and thank you for being here this morning. I'm gonna reach back to the top of the chat and start big up some people in a minute, but we have a couple of things to say this morning. I gotta have my phone though. So we're gonna go through the comment section because this lady saw thing is still trending. Boy, Mama saw open her mouth and said something about 2 weeks ago, and it's like she can't stop trending for the 2 weeks for about 2 weeks straight. Usually people trend about a couple of days and then they're done. Her saga and stories are just continuing. So we're gonna get into that this morning. But shout out to Dr. Shalette Ashman. Now, pay close attention here, real quick. Dr. Shalette Ashman, I'm going to shout her out again. She is, the name of her channel on YouTube is Pep Talk, PEP. I'm going to put all the information in. Pep Talk with Dr. Shalette Ashman. And her channel is not monetized. She is not trying to get money from this. This is a lady who is highly educated with her PhD. What she is dedicating herself to doing is to helping students in Jamaica to prepare for their PEP exam free of charge. Her channel is called Pep Talk with Dr. Shalette Ashman. So get your hard head niece and nephew, sons and daughters over to Dr. Shalette Ashman. Pep Talk with Dr. Shalette Ashman on YouTube. All right. Oh, and when you go over there, you will see she also has a website. Now, on the website, my specialty came in because I went and looked last night. And she also deals in real estate. So for the people who've been saying, SoFlo, send me some of the places that you stayed at when you went to Jamaica, because you always seems to stay in nice places and stuff like that. And I told you guys that I don't do hotels. I don't do hotels. I do local, right? And that's a way to put money back into the local economy. Also, it's a way to discover some gems that are undiscovered. She's also into real estate. So if you go to www.shaletteashman.com, you will see all the educational stuff because she is an educator, but there's also real estate, beautiful waterfront property, and all this other stuff. So for those of you who are looking for little adventure, it's there for you as well. Something for the adults and something for the children. All right. Lady saw dog bite saga. We're going to talk about that this morning. The comment section is blazing up over there, but people always talk what they don't know or perceiving. I guess perception is reality. Perception is reality. So we're going to talk about that. The Super Bowl highlights and ninjas. We have to talk about that. So last night it was huge. Super Bowl. Everybody was caught up in a frenzy and all that. I got something to say about the Super Bowl as well. Before we do all that though, let me go back to the top of this and big up some people. Ingrid Jarrett, good morning from Orlando and God bless. Good morning, Ingrid, and thank you for being here. It's a beautiful day. Well, my house is cold inside. I don't know if somebody turned the AC up, but it was beautiful for the past few days. Beach type weather. We actually went to the beach. So shout out to all my people in the cold places. It's warm and nice here in Florida for the past couple of days, even up to 90 degrees. It was a 90-degree beach day on Saturday, and we went to the beach. All right. Lady Merlina, good morning, and thank you for being here this morning, the first one in. Jet Shelley is in the building. Good morning, Jet Shelley. Miss Goldie Robinson is here. Says good morning, Soulflow and the family. Up, up, up. Who else is here this morning? Soul Fine is in the building. Asarin Odetta is in the building. JJ is in the building. Mellow Beth is here. Life is a gift. Yes, indeed, it is, and can change in the blink of an eye. Life is a gift. Cherish it like it is a gift. Carrie Ann Jones, good morning. Mystic Lion, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Rosalind Smichael says, good morning, everyone, and have a blessed day. Darlene Walter Riley is in the building. Caribbean Queen is here. Lashana Alexander is here. Browning White G is here. VB721 there. Anique Anderson, so fine. Up, up, up. Albert Bailey, Teresa Lewis, King Biggs. Wagwan fam. Leslie Harvey is here. Bob Cosmic is here. Audrey Minot is here. Lisa Marie Chin King is in the building. Shiona Stanley is in the building. Said Dea. Fallon Carrington is here. Says a happy and pleasant good morning with Thanksgiving and blessings to you and your house. Same to you, family. Great Goodies is here. Wayne Nathan is here. Naisa Lee, Jubu, Prelis 123, Andrea Humphrey, Brahma Wright says finally up, 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 my brother. Good morning. Lisa Marie Chin King, Diane Nicole, Corey is here. Hey, listen up. I went to if you're on here this morning, then big up yourself and shout out to you, brother. You grip my hand. I want to know it, man. Him live a foreign, but him probably still eat like him Jamaican food and stuff. Anyway, I went I went to Home Depot to go get some stuff, you know, the little add-on fix up around the house and thing. Actually, he was constructing something in one of the rooms, and I got get some board cut and them thing there and some other stuff from Home Depot. Home Depot is hardware store kind of thing. And as I'm coming out of Home Depot, I seen this brother coming in, but the way how the man stopped like this when he hit the door, I'm telling you, I don't miss anything when I'm out in public. If you move funny, if you double take me, I saw it. So if you pass me, I go, so I saw it. Even if you do it after you pass me, I still seen it. This brother stopping at the door, he was coming in and I was going out, and he was coming in through the exit door. That, for one, I'm already looking at you. Him stop like this. And then he kind of stare at me. So I start stare upon him too. Because I want to see where your hands are going. I want to see who you, why you staring at me like that. I'm not special like that. And then he walked right up to me and he said, so Flo. I put out his hand like this. I put out my hand to greet him. The man grabbed my hand and said, and squeeze the daylight out of my hand. He said, yes, man, I never thought I would meet the man. Even my son was like, Dad, he squeezed the life out your hand, didn't he? The man squeezed my hand so hard. But big up to you, all right? Whoever you are and wherever you are. I'm tuning in. Nicole Curry is here. Mr. Article Dan is here. Nadine Howe is here. Rash Jada, big up yourself, Rash Jada. Bakari 876. Shaq Q, bless up, fam. Bam Bam is in the building. Jubu is in the building. Sharon Jones is in the building. Janet Stewart. Miss Sharon is here. Froizel Watkins is here. Froizel. Is that? Oh, wait there. Forizel. Forizel Watkins. Either way. Are you named that? Forizel Watkins. Somebody put some thoughts, effort into your name. Roderick Shaw is in the building this morning. Tara J's blog and dialogues is here in the building. DR is here. Marlene SG. Sexy body there. Darren Brannon 305 is here. Tracy Champion is here. Hey, Darren, I don't know if you into Kodak Black. That's not listening to his music, but know about him. You saw what happened to him out in California over the weekend. He went out there for the Super Bowl, ended up getting shot. Yeah, after Ice-T warned them that LA has over 50,000 active gang members that are out and about and are not afraid to claim their gang. You know, they walk around and they throw their signs up and they what set you claiming blood, what set you repping blood, and all this. You can easily find yourself in the wrong place and wearing the wrong colors, out there pretending to be something you're not. You might throw up the wrong hand sign in the wrong neighborhood, lose your life easily. I actually know a Jamaican dude that happened to him. He came from Jamaica. His uncle was living in Brooklyn, and he went out to California, and he was dead in no time. And his uncle was telling us that that's what it was. He got involved with the neighborhood that he went to, that his family, his mom was living in. That neighborhood is actually a gang neighborhood, and he ended up running with the gang and then ended up in one part of the city that is a rival to the other part. And the kid was dead in no time. He was young back then. He was probably like for sure he was a teenager, but a young teen, right? So that place ain't no place to play with, especially when you out here perpetrating something that is that dangerous. You know what I'm saying? All right, so Purple Royal is in the building. Tracy Champion is in. Karen Austin is here. Damn. Kit Tai Jai Empress is here. Dr. DR is here. Bam Bam there. Main one is here. Don Clark is here. I am the truth. Bob Cosmic is here. Scorpion World is in the building. Venna Ferguson is in the building this morning. I'm going to stop right at Venna Ferguson. I had a principal in Jamaica named Mr. Ferguson. I'm not going to talk about Mr. Ferguson this morning. Just know Sam did used to love beat people severely. It was an army man that turned school principal, so you can imagine, right? All right. Again, shout out to Dr. Shalette Ashman, and her channel on YouTube is Pep Talk, P-E-P Talk with Dr. Shalette, S-H-A-L-E-T-T-E, Ashman, A-S-H-M-A-N. I'll put all her links later. She is not asking for money on her thing. It's not monetized. She is helping students in Jamaica to prepare for their PEP exam. We all know that education is the key, right? For those of us who have the brains to go through the education thing. Not all of us can go that route anyways, and I respect that. See? All right. Where we go with this morning? So let's start off with, I did a video yesterday, and I put up the video about Lady Saw. A lot of you in my inbox, SoFlo, how come you not talk about Lady Saw and the dog, and our dog bite up the help, and Lady Saw don't want to pay the lady our money and lawsuit and all this? I'm like, I didn't know about all that. I actually really left it at Lady Saw calling up a bunch of names and her and the ladies of dancehall going through it, from what Maka Diamond said to what Tanya Stevens said to what, you know, people were firing back and telling their piece and whatever. I left it at that. I wasn't following up the thing. But it turns out that there's more to it going on with Lady Saw, and people have their opinions. Again, some people are using it to bash her. Other people are saying, you're stupid if you think Lady Saw is broke and she can't afford all that or whatever. I have my thoughts and 2 cents, but we're going to run through some of these comments this morning. Talking about beating Principal Mrs. Tate was a short, evil beater. Just saying. Huh? Listen up. In a few time, them can't do that to the kids in Jamaica again, you know. Boy, I missed 2 fights over the weekend, or it was last week. Did y'all see the picture? For those of you who it's your first time here, you're going to be like, damn, he's bipolar or something. He's all over the place. I always get back to my point, okay? Right here. Did y'all see the picture of the youth them that was fighting in school? They actually took a close-up of the picture of one of the youth forehead. His forehead had the pen entering one side and exiting the other side. Now, your skull is right underneath. So obviously it didn't bore his skull. It was all skin. But somebody stabbed him in his forehead with a pencil and left a pen and left the pen there in his head. Y'all saw that? Did y'all saw the one with the 2 girls in the school uniform that was fighting? And one had a knife and the other one just had a fist. And they were punching. As one punched, the other one stabbed. One punched, the other one stabbed. When I was going to school and I was them kind of ages, I was afraid. I was afraid to see blood. If we see people are run down somebody with a bottle like they're gonna hit them and they're warring out in the streets, we used to make sure we ran the other way. Cause we don't want to see no blood. And then if fight pop out a road and blood there, we're not going over there. Nowadays they run towards it. So two schoolgirls fighting. One really, really stab up the other one in a man. And I'm watching the whole fight and I'm saying to myself, is she going to stop and run? She don't realize that she's getting stabbed or what? Because the object she was stabbing her with knife, it was a pretty sizable knife. She has to walk the knife in her. Every time she punch her and they hold on to each other so nobody could run. And she put one punch, the other one stab, punch, stab, punch, stab, stab, stab. I'm watching the thing come, I want to see the outcome, right? And everybody their own people are egging it on. Yes, yes, get her. Get. When the girl done get stabbed up, the other kids came around her with their cameras because a big picnic them and them have camera phone and everything, right? Them come around with them camera and they're taking pictures of her as she's standing there in a daze. She looked like she was in shock. Her face stab up, her neck stab up, her upper body stab up, and here the picnic them around her. Yeah, she stab you up, stab you up bad, boy. You get one deso, one deso, one deso. One over there, so see one upon your forehead, one upon the side of your face there, one there. So and I'm like, what the? Nobody is like, take her to the hospital, carry her go somewhere, nothing. Yo, me don't know here, man. So we are talking about principal a beat. That's back when time discipline was in school, right? That's back when we used to respect school and we used to respect principal and we used to respect teachers and all that. Nowadays, that not going again. And our principal and teachers that existed back then, they can't do what they did back then today. Come see you fight teacher in school. Him and teacher wrap up, enough big thump and everything. So schools have changed in Jamaica. It ain't the school that we remember, right? Different times. Anyhow, back to this lady saw thing at first. Did anybody watch the Super Bowl last night? Keep that in mind. We're gonna talk about that a little bit. Back to this lady saw thing. I said, okay. Put out a story on Lady Saw last night. Now, I do my stories from prints. And when I do my stories from prints, because it's there, it's verifiable, it is from a trusted media source, all these things. I don't want nobody to be like, yes, SoFlo TV, I make up SHIT both way and all this. I show you where I get it from. Me just put my 2 cents into it after, right? And provide a platform where we can come talk about some things. So here we go. Mona Lisa, stop. But please stay on topic. I never stay on topic, but I still always get the job done. That's my style. Anyhow, somebody wrote into me and I pinned a comment and it says, for clarification, the Gleaner article indicated that it was Miss Hall's or Lady Saw's sister who they interviewed was living at the house and she was the one who hired the lady who the dog bite up. It wasn't Lady Saw that hired the woman to work there, the helper. You know, we have domestic help and thing. It wasn't Lady Saw that hired her to work there. It was her sister that was living there. Somebody put this here, right? She indicated that she locked the gate and that she did not expect the lady to go back there. So it could be a case where her sister gave the impression that she was handling things or it, when in fact she was not. Like many people overseas who believe family are doing what they need to do, and because you're not physically in Jamaica, you may be detached to what is really going on there. I found that to be a reasonable explanation, so I pinned it under the comment section of the video. I'm not going to go through the whole details of the video. You can go watch the video. I just put the video up last night. What I am going to go through, though, is the comment section of the video. And Sharon Gray says, thanks for the clarification. I was wondering why the award was so large. The lady who got bit up was awarded $3 million, right? 3 million Jamaican dollars. Morning, Coco.
Morning.
You all right?
Yeah, you saw the Rams won last night?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, 23-20, I think.
Yeah, but what you in here for, though?
Kai's truck.
Okay. So she got awarded $3 million. Now, the part that don't make sense to me is why would you have to sell? The judge ordered her house, Lady Saw house, to be sold, and the judge said, quote unquote, it is to be sold for no less than $60 million. So why would you have to sell a $60 million house to pay a $3 million judgment, right? And then it begs to go into the other conversation now. Cause people are saying, I told you she was low on money. She was low on money. That's why she started all that stuff, and she's talking about she's leaving the ministry and coming back to dancehall and all that because the dancehall money is not the same. Scatterbarrel them done sell already, you know, them ready for book her for the next what the thing called again? It's not Sting. Sting is non-existent. It's Sumfest. I'm ready to book Lady Saw for the next Sumfest, and I have no doubt that if they booked her, it would be an all sold out show. But it's gonna be a lot of people there who just coming to see if she can still perform like she used to. Her old fans are gonna come right back. It's all right, Lady Saw. Enough of we black backslide already. You backslide, me backslide. We are sinners before God. Come do your show. Them are gonna easily forgive her, and then of course you're gonna have people who are coming to talk them talk. Yeah, you should have never got church because you never ready feet and all that. Y'all heard the talk already. But it begs to ask though, is she financially okay? You know, is she financially okay? So there are people, Sumfest, big Sumfest. So there are people here who have things to say. Interesting. I remember that we used to say whole dog and then only enter the premises when the person should come. Anyhow, good luck to Marianne Hall and prayers to her. Y'all remember that? And that was a comment from Lady Clark. When you go to people yard and them yard gate up and them have dog, you used to knock the gate and say, hold dog. And they would come out and them would say, come man, the dog lock up around this up. And you say, you sure? And them say, yes man, the dog lock in, the dog good, come in. Or they will hold the dog physically and tell you, go on up inside the so and close the grill behind you, may I come and leg of the dog. But in this particular case, it's Lady Saw wasn't on the island. She wasn't there. Some people are saying she wasn't there, so it has nothing to do with her. But I'm trying to tell you that it does have to do with her because it happened at her property, right? I don't know if she should be paying the judgment because it was left in the care of an adult who probably wasn't doing what they were supposed to do. Want to feel? Y'all feel like she should be paying the judgment? It goes deeper than this, though. They said that when the judgment was read, Lady Saw ignored it. She ignored it. She didn't pay any attention to it. Like the judge said $3 million, and she said, whatever, I'm not get no money from me, chat to my back. I'm gonna foreign. And she didn't pay any attention to it. They offered her an installment to pay it in the first place. So it could have been avoided going public like this. Had they gave her, I believe, from 2015 to 2020 to pay off the first million. And then the rest of it would be paid on an installment. So the long short of the story is that the lady was mangled by these dogs that were pit bulls, and her hands and her feet, one foot or one leg, and both hands are in such condition that she is no longer able to keep gainful employment. So she could have do with the liquor money. She's on hard times. She's suffering financially. She could do with the money, but she's being ignored. So she and her lawyers went back to court, and the judge said, okay, well, since you're going to ignore the judgment, I order your assets be sold to pay off this judgment, to settle this judgment. So them go grab one of the house or that particular house where the incident happened, and the judge said the house must be sold for no less than 60 million to pay off that judgment to the lady. Lady Saw not broke. People just like negativity. All right. I would say the same thing. I would think that she is not, right? Because she don't strike me as somebody that would party out our money and done at her glory days and then sit around like looking for handouts, right? As far as I know, she's still living a nice place. She still drive expensive car that me probably still can't afford. She still have them kind of thing there. Brahmo, right? Good morning. Thank you. I appreciate you. So some people are saying she broke. Some people saying she's not broke. One person said in particular that wow, I have a few American bullies, and when they lock on, their jaws can sometimes break or dislocate because that's how pit bull lock on. Some of them, when they lock, they can't come off. You gotta like break their jaw. I told a story where I seen the pit bull lock already, and they beat the pit bull in the head with a crowbar, and the pit bull had to pass out so them can't open the pit bull mouth because all with a crowbar. You know me and you. If we hold on to something and somebody lick your hand real hard, you're gonna let it go. Knock them pit bull there. Some of them lock and they lock them jaw lock. And you have to shoot them or chop them up or beat them with a piece of iron or something for them to let go. It's not like a regular dog going to bite and you hit them and them run with not these, right? So this person is saying that she can't imagine the pain that the lady went through. Another person says, Lady Saw is praying about it. And you know, prayer fix things. You know, I said yes, but prayer also take a while to answer sometimes because I know people who've been praying on the same situation for over a decade now, and God still has not answered yet. So Jesus on the telephone, tell him what you need. And it takes a good while because he's a busy guy. He's a busy guy, have a lot of prayers to answer. So maybe it might take a while to answer, and Lady Saw is waiting on the answer for the judge. I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe she's waiting on the answer for the judgment. Lord, should I go ahead and pay this money, or should I just leave it? I have another theory. I thought to myself, maybe she wants to let go of that property. Maybe she wants to let go of the property. Maybe she doesn't want that property. Maybe she has other properties, and that's one of her property then where she's like, hey, me want to put it up for sale anyway. So if me sell it and them take a 3 mil out of it and pay her, give me the rest of my money after them pay court fees and whatever else, then I will settle for that. Could also be that, right? Doesn't necessarily have to mean that she's broke and she has to go run back, because some people are beat her bad enough. People have said stuff like, see ya, the skin out part soon come back because bills have to be paid. So she's still collecting royalties. Of course she is. Of course she is, from her music, right? But hear this. A lot of people who you see, like a lot of stars who has put out a lot of songs over the years and whatnot, let's take this call. Live on the air this morning. Good morning.
Yo, big up yourself, Show Floyd. Don't know,
man.
General. Not man, the pioneer.
Ain't no pioneer, no.
You talk about the lady saw sitting down.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, you're echo power, so brother.
Oh, the judge.
Oh, you're echoing, so. Oh, you're echoing, so.
Hold on, them.
Yeah, echo. Yeah, echo too loud, man.
Echo?
Yeah.
Echo?
Yeah. Yeah, you have it on speaker.
Right. No.
You know, lady saw a big house.
But I put my ceiling them high. Eh?
Yeah, you're echoing loud.
Yeah, man. I threw my ceiling them high. My ceiling them high.
All right.
Yo.
Echo.
Yeah.
General Echo.
Yo.
Bob Cosmic said General Echo.
Yo.
What day you know from? Yeah, yo, like you start stage show.
Oh, the judge. All right. You see how the judge tell her, she have to pay the settlement. She not pay it.
Mm-hmm.
She is held in contempt of court. So by law, she's supposed to be arrested. Anytime you have a lawsuit and the judge tells you to pay a certain amount and you not pay it, in contempt of court, so I don't know how come them not fine her and fling her in a jail.
I thought in contempt of court meaning you were acting up in the court and the judge, and that is in contempt of court. I thought in contempt of court is when you're acting up in court and the judge says, shh, don't say another word, and you keep going, and then them lock you up. Now that in contempt of court.
Any action, hold on also for any action that is adjudicated by the court to you, and you not do it, you're held in contempt of the court because that is called delinquency. So them hold it in contempt of court.
Ah.
Yeah, bro. So me don't know all that. Me don't know how them tell she to go pay. Judge tell her to pay and she tell the judge say, oh, she not pay and them no hold her in contempt of court. Yo, Jamaica system weak and shaky, brother.
Ah, so you said there could actually be like lock up time behind her ignoring that judgment.
People,
me never know that.
Judge gave her.
Now you break up.
Yeah.
You gone outside, man.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I say you can't hear because I'm sealing them way up in the air now. I'm sealing them about 20 feet in the air.
All right. So
yeah, bro. Huh?
So wait there. I was under the impression that I see somebody in here says I'm a lawyer and the caller is right, but anybody in our comment section can be anything. I thought because that me grew up seeing on TV. I never been to court before, but I've seen where the judge says you are held in contempt or one more outburst and you will be held in contempt. So I thought that's what in contempt of court mean. Now you're telling me that if she ignored the judgment,
contempt of court.
Okay.
Different levels of contempt of court. All right. I was on probation one time. Failed a drug test in the court, and they hold me in contempt of court because I failed a drug test.
Oh, so it means more than what me think it mean then.
Right, it does.
Okay.
So she is in contempt of court. You can Google it. Call a lawyer, brother. Me go through the system. So flow home team. So me know what me I talk about, brother.
Okay.
This happened in 2009 or 2010 or 2011. So them gave her 10 years to pay the woman how much?
Right.
1.5 million, like 25,000 US dollars. She can't pay that.
3 million.
No man, she contempt of court.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's 10 years past and she not paid, brother.
So she might be in more issues than we think then. That cop, me never think it's that serious.
That's why they want to seize our property.
Oh.
That's why they want to seize the property.
Oh.
Yeah, because the court can put a lien on your property because you're held in contempt of court. All right. You know the rapper name of Game.
Right.
I'm going to go through the same thing with a lawsuit and I'm going to get him property to walk 100. Right. Manager own all them property them now because if him not pay, them are going to seize all them bank account and put a lien on him property.
Wait there, just for off topic a little bit. Is it that girl that sued the game and win and him said she not get no money? I hate that?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I want Jamaican girl, you know.
Me know.
Him get chopped by one of the chopper them brother is a Jamaican girl.
Yo, so bro, walk 100 on all of the man things them right now and sign over everything to a manager, brother.
Rotten.
Okay, walk 100 on the whole man life right now, all I'm bank account, all I'm catalog, everything. Walk 100 on it.
So the court ordered is serious then?
Then that may I try to show you. She's in contempt of court, but Jamaican system is weak and shaky, and them claims that them independent. They claim that them independent, but like I said, it's a scam. Jamaican politicians are the #1 scammers and choppers. And that may I tell you so. We just a follow suit. And that may I tell you so. The chopping now stop. Yeah, big up yourself.
Big up yourself.
Pioneer ain't no pioneers.
Right, that's my brother. Yeah. I didn't know it was that serious though. I just think a little judgment pass and all right. So the okay. So all Lady Saw fans, you know, people are saying like, you people take this thing personal, you know. Cause if you go to the comment section of the video posted last night, you will see a whole heap of F this under there and F that, and people are cussing each other. Live on the air with SoFlo. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Chatroom.
You're live on the air. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm great, and you? Good morning to your audience.
We're doing all right.
Yes, I was calling to follow up with the gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Any direction from the judge, written or
Mm-hmm.
verbally, and it's ignored,
Mm-hmm.
that is contempt of court.
Okay, so it's not just you acting up in the courtroom.
Nope.
It's good. See, and you learn something new every day. I'm open to learning.
Every day.
Ah.
And the Lady Saw's case right now,
Mm-hmm.
this thing happened in 2009. Come on, people. We
Right.
can't ignore this. This is more than 10 years ago.
Right. That's
Whether
what I
you
was
live in
saying.
Foreign or Jamaica, you can't be blind for so long.
Right. I was saying the
you're
lady
the
got bid up
homeowner,
in
so your health.
2009, right?
Yeah.
And okay, so if the issue isn't money, because here's people's argument. They're saying that Lady Saw self-law, she's filthy rich. And I'm thinking, okay, if you're filthy rich, then this should be a small sum of money to pay somebody and have the problem go away. You settled it out of court and the problem is gone, right?
Right.
Because it'll be like 20 something thousand US dollars then if she is filthy rich. So why would you risk it to the point where a property that is worth at least $60 million be sold just to settle that small debt or judgment?
I think initially, she did not want to own up to it or take any responsibility or claims
Right.
because she is the homeowner. It's quite possibly what the commenter said earlier, that she wasn't there, it's her sister, this, da 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 da. However, after years have gone by, shouldn't you have tried to resolve the case because you're the homeowner? So at the end of the day, no
Right.
matter how long we draw this thing out, you're the one held responsible. You're the homeowner.
Right. It happened at your property.
So she probably didn't want to be held liable, so she ignored it.
Because the story is, I didn't hire her, my sister did, and I wasn't there. My sister was there, and she's the one that hired the lady. So, I mean,
it don't matter.
Right.
You're the homeowner.
That's what I was thinking.
You're the homeowner. So unless Jamaica's constitution is different from where I've been living for over 30 years, you're the homeowner. So you're responsible. Just like you're the owner of the dogs is on your property. You can't go and tell somebody, oh, they're not my dog. They belong to such and such. It's on your property. You understand? So regardless, it's your if it's her sister's name that's on those papers or title for her home or land, then boom, she's okay.
Right.
But if your name is legally on those titles, you're responsible. Why she haven't paid, I have no idea. Someone broke it down saying it's 18,000 American dollars, not even 20 something.
I was estimating it at about 20 something, but yeah, and so her fans are like okay, so there are people who will fight you on social media for Lady Saw, okay, just like anybody famous. They have those who hate them and then those who will fight for them. But their claim that she is filthy rich. Right. Their claim that she is filthy rich. And I'm trying to explain that if she's filthy rich, that should be a small amount of money for her to pay just to take shame out of her eyes, just to let this go away.
She's not filthy. Well, it's a possibility because I won't go speculating and counting people's money. But if she is filthy rich, I would have paid this off. This is an elderly lady too. Like, where's your love for your people? Where's your Christianity?
That too.
Like, this is an elderly woman. Listen,
yes, the lady is 60 something years old, almost 70 or 70 something. Right. Why?
Like, you know, tendons and nerve damages she's experiencing in that hand.
Yes. And she is up in age as well, so it ain't like you heal back the way you used to in your younger days.
It's not people think it's normal dog bite. It's not. I raised and handled American bullies.
And then she had medical bills that she had to pay and probably had to go through physiotherapy and all that stuff.
All of that.
Right. Oh man. Now that I actually look at the depth of it, because you don't just get bite up like that and go back to normal.
And go back to normal. I'm quite sure if she had any type and then again, if she's working as a housekeeper, how could she have possibly have access if you didn't pay her to therapy?
Right.
She has no access to therapy. Ain't nobody working out your thing for free out there.
Mm-hmm. She had to go find money to get therapy, and she probably
Right.
didn't get any therapy.
I'm quite sure she didn't. Come on now. Don't ignore this. This is 2009.
Right.
And I believe the order was since then as well. In your story, when you was highlighting it, you was like the lawsuit was filed in 2020. Maybe
Right.
they amended it in 2020.
Right. Okay, so the publication that I was reading it from, if you notice when I did the video, you hear me stop right there and I said, I'm confused.
Right.
I'm confused because it started out as the incident happened in 2009. This was my understanding. The incident happened in 2009. And I'm thinking lawsuit went to court in 2009. But then somewhere down further in the publication, it says something about a reassessment in 2015, and then a judgment in 2020, or she was supposed to pay off something between 20. It was confusing to me. That's why I wanted to talk about it on here and have people go listen to it as well to come up with make sense of it.
In 2015.
They did a reassessment in 2015. It was said.
So when you said that, now my third eye opened. Wasn't that the year she left dance off?
Interesting.
So are you trying to claim that your income is not the same, so we need you to...
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Very interesting. Now, man, I'm thinking about the lady though, and I'm thinking about, cause dog. I'm afraid of dog. Let me tell you, I don't care if your dog is small. I don't care if it's a miniature chihuahua or whatever. From the dog that bark loud, I'm out. Okay, I'll be all over your furniture. I'll be on top of your refrigerator if I'm visiting. I'm afraid of dog. Dog run me down already when I was growing up in Jamaica, and me have to run for my life. I felt like I was running for my life, and I think that thing is still there. So when people are like, oh, the dog, he just wants to play, I will shoot your dog today. I'm afraid of dog. But I'm thinking of what she must have went through, though. Live on the air with SoFlo, good morning.
Good morning. So, we're still talking about Lady's situation. Well, so I think she's acting like typical Jamaican.
Who, Lady
Me
Song?
not appear nothing she do. That kind of mentality.
Me not appear nothing. You don't get nothing from me.
That's the mentality. And so for that also, it's because I think they also to
Chop to me back.
That is it. That is it. And somebody, a couple of people might throw a back in her back. What do the woman, man? This is word. Let's, that make typical Jamaican when they're supposed to come to responsibility. And also, is that she also, to tell you like typical Jamaican, she pointed it on the sister, right?
Yeah.
So that's even one of the things to tell you that she have no intention of paying this lady.
Right, because she put the sister in there instead of herself, right? It wasn't me. I didn't hire her. I wasn't there. My sister was staying there. My sister is the one that hired her, and my sister is the one that didn't look at the dogs properly and whatever. So it's her neglect.
That's right.
Completely subtract herself from it.
Another thing too, so I think they must increase the penalty on her. Why I think it's a 20,000 now. From what, 3 to 20?
No, the judgment is for 3 million.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's always been for 3 million. What happened is before, when the judgment was first handed down, they gave her a payment plan to work it out. And I'm saying if she had took the payment plan, then this wouldn't be on Front Street. But because she didn't take the payment plan, now the house got put up for sale, ordered by the judge, and now it's on Front Street.
Yes. Well, you see, I think that's the thing. So I think so now they need it, as the previous caller said, that the judge put a lien on the house.
Right. The judge ordered the house to be sold.
Right.
The judge
And so
even
that,
set the price for the house. The judge says no less than 60 million because they appraised the property and saw that the property was worth a certain amount. So he says no less than 60 million. And they've been having problems selling it because they said that not one person has inquired about it since it's been placed up for sale.
well, I think you know what she could have do. Sign over the deed for the house to the lady, and then the balance, whatever, she must pay the court.
A $60 million house? I wouldn't sign over 60.
So listen to me. Listen to me.
Yeah.
I think she can survive.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I don't think she would. That's not a wise decision. I wouldn't do that. The
I mean,
most that's gonna come out of this is one, if them not send for my order from foreign yet, them not sending for lady saw. Not for that. So what? I don't forget, but my other case is murder something they go on, and them want to talk to him. So they're not sending for lady saw. If anything, lady saw could move strategic and be like, okay, I'm gonna stay out of Jamaica for a while and let that house go on the market and let the house sell. It will work itself out. Once the house is sold, that woman can get her money. 3 million from 60 million still leaves 57 million. If they take out court fees and all that other stuff, she still have a sizable amount of money to get from the sale of the property because it is her property regardless. It's not like the court's gonna sell the house and take the money.
so I thought, okay, 2009, and she refused to pay that time. Did they increase it? I mean, like late fee, you know?
No, they didn't increase it.
They didn't increase it. Okay.
No, they just said that now there is no payment plan. Now she have to sell our property and pay everything up front because she ignored the payment plan option.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Well, so like I said, a typical Jamaican mentality. Me not appear not Mexican words. So I go get food. You know the mentality. Jamaican style. I don't, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Look how long I take care of her and I pick them, I pick them, this and that.
Well, you don't get nothing from me.
That is it. So typical Jamaican.
Well, good luck with this one. I don't look the judge not deal typical. All right, big up yourself, fam.
You so close.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye.
Well, the judge ain't dealing typical, and somebody just said 60 million Jamaican dollars is not a lot of money. Well, in terms of, okay, if me get 60 million Jamaican dollar right now, I'm rich. It's a whole heap of money, but in the grand scheme of things, you're talking about 60,000, less than 60,000 US dollars. It's not a lot of money, right? Live on the air with SoFlo.
Yo, big up yourself.
All right, talk to me.
But let's have some quick mistake. 60 million Jamaican dollars is about 300,000 US dollars. That's a whole heap of money right now. But tell you that's more than 250,000. One more thing. Ladies,
how much is 60 million Jamaican dollars in US dollars?
Money. That's about 300,000, over 300,000 US.
We live in the age of information, and you are right, sir. To today's market and today, it is actually 381,887. A whole heap of money that. I want that top.
Thank you, because 14 million is 100,000. So flow, 14 million Jamaica, 100,000.
Yes, you are absolutely right.
Right.
You are absolutely. It's a whole heap of money that, man. 300,000 US dollar.
Thank you. 300,000?
Yeah.
That is a good sum of money, so flow. We know money, don't.
Brother,
yes,
probably not even one person on this live right now don't have $300,000 put on where them can just splash with. So it is a whole heap of money.
One more thing. How come ladies when I this up sincere and I talk about how she dirty and she this when she have debt where she not pay, where she a run from. Where's her integrity?
She did take that back,
She a Christian woman.
She did take that back, about the Shensia thing. She said she actually wanted to guide Shensia and steer her the right way because she's so pure. And she wanted her to stay pure, and she wanted to do a song with her to to show her the right
Yes,
way
but
to
so
do this.
far, we all know that this is the music business, and Lady Saw is the pioneer of slackness. Because when many of the bars spread in the 80s, Lady Saw when I skin out a sting and make places. So she had the pioneer of that. So, skin up with that.
But she did say that to man.
Money.
She did say that to brother. She did say that to her credit. She did say that to. She said she was the. She said that. She said she was the pioneer of this. As she started, so she want to come make amends now, cause she realized what her energy brought. You know what I say?
No, too late. No, too late.
She
Too
started
late.
to skin out. She influenced a whole heap of others to skin out. And now the thing turned bare skin out, so she want to come back and fix what she messed up, or or did it wrong. So let's do it right this time, kind of thing. You say too late.
Yeah, way too late. What she need for the first to make amends is to pay the woman who fear down go buy it up. Pay that the woman the first. That is the first step to making amends. And that may I try to show she. She's a hypocrite so pro. You don't know not money pioneer, no pioneer.
Right,
Yeah.
that's my brother. Up. Morning, you're live on the air with SoFlo.
Morning, SoFlo.
Morning, family. Welcome. All is well?
Good, and you?
I'm all right.
Yeah. No, I'm just leaving my 2 cents.
Mm-hmm.
For the people who said that the lady, she is being given too much money or being ordered to get too much money and 3 million and stuff. We just want to remind a lady about the teacher that got bite up in Jamaica. You remember that incident there?
Yes.
And we also had a twin, the little twin boy there will get bite up by a pit bull.
I had to go to the US to get treatment. Yes. Absolutely.
To get plastic surgery.
Yes.
To put back his whole head together.
Yes. Cause them dog they not play no.
Tear off the little boy head crown.
Yeah, you did see. Did you see the pictures though? Cause me did have them in the chat room. I had the pictures of the incident before them stitching back. I thought he was dead. I said there's no way somebody could survive that, but he did.
Yeah.
Yes,
me also, I thought he was dead.
Yeah.
So maybe some fans them just have to use that as an example. You understand? To see what the poor lady got through. And for a lady of such age, she better thank God so she live, because them dog they when them come to kill, steal and destroy like the devil.
Yeah, them dog they don't play when them attack you for real. Yeah, they don't play when them attack you for real. And their pack mentality. Once one attack, the rest I got attacked too.
Thank you. They're a team.
Yeah.
They're a team. So
that's true.
At the end of the day, this lady now, she's very lucky that she's alive. And I can tell you that I've never been bitten by a pit bull. But me see so that lady, she has some hole in her crop, or she traumatized, and she have to have therapy, she have to pay for even money to come back together. And if she can use her under her foot in her life. Because them down there, when them attack big time. So therefore, maybe the poor woman at hospital or something.
Right, she's maimed. That's a part of the case. Them I say she hasn't been able to hold down gainful employment. Remember, she's a domestic worker. So anything she had to do, come wash clothes or clean up the house and these kind of things, and she hasn't been able to do all that because her hand them get bite up bad.
I don't doubt that.
Boy.
Trust me. I don't doubt.
So what you say, Lady Saw should have forwarded the money long time to the lady, right?
Yeah.
You said she should have paid her long time that money, don't it?
Yeah, she should have paid long time. But you know what? Also, Flo, let us say this, and there are a lot of people that not gonna really agree with me. You say we Jamaicans too unruly. We should do better.
See.
If the judge after if you pay a certain amount, just pay and don't know. Where did you go on with yourself for? Pay, just pay and done. See them now? Look, she in the star.
But do you think she have it to pay? You think she have it to pay?
I think she have it to pay.
Yeah.
She have it to pay. That woman
she just don't want to pay it.
Lady say I don't know pay artist in the
Let me know that, man.
Lady say woman want making millions in a man.
Yeah, but boy, me I talk about that when you're done.
ladies have our dirty money for she being a dancer. So I feel like 3 million was nothing for her to take out of her bank account and just get it over with and to eat a disgrace out her face. I think she just have this unruly Jamaican attitude about her where she says she not pay because she never did it there. Her sister did it and I know she caused it and the woman I get simple. That's just my take.
All right. Big up yourself.
Now big up yourself, Sophia.
Boy, the Jamaican attitude that when them a talk about, you see when time we lock in. When them can't take all the house, coming up. Live on the air with SoFlo. Good morning.
Morning, Sophia.
Morning, family. What going?
Let me tell you what the problem is with that situation there. From the incident happened,
Mm-hmm.
there's not far, I don't know she. But what me say, all right, it shouldn't even reach out to them.
Mm-hmm.
She and her sister, who I had help her, should I come together and pay the money from the job. But she said, pay and clarify, and she looked up. But what she didn't understand, the dog belonged to her.
Mm-hmm.
The house belonged to her.
Mm-hmm.
So that means she responsible. Not because I know you make it happen, and then you make them help, and the earth is your sister. It's your place and it's your life. So you have to be responsible for it.
Mm-hmm.
And she did what I never turning up. She never got it here and I never so and it was what's going on. At the time, she could have more than the children. She and I carried it after work out and give the sign agreement plan, give the something that you sign a paper so the guardian has can't food no matter what.
And that me did I say.
Yeah,
And that me did I say if she did go with the payment plan, this wouldn't reach
yeah.
us up.
Yeah, and just deal with that way. But you know, she's ignorant. She use right and I try to be right, and that can't work. Not the kind of good, but a young place and a girl down that do responsibility. But sister, no, come on, sister, I said I come to them, even giving me the half of the business. You know, what sister didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad, though. But I know exactly that I know. But then tell me that people already and she have more than 2 million could have paid. I may have said no. I don't think
You feel like you feel like she have that money left to pay though?
I don't know she have it no. And
Mm?
then I step on you for dance and I do not have anything from coming in. And the
Right.
people are seeing it so it empty. I remember she's not getting any riot for her standing for BP is taking all of that. So she not getting money
Them
back.
are the things where people don't understand. You see, you're valuable this morning, you know. Me know who I
Yeah,
call, you know, everybody in the
yeah,
audience know who I call to. You are valuable this morning because
yeah,
enough people out there don't understand the whole royalties thing.
yeah,
Them feel like she make song go out into the world, the song
yeah.
make whole heap of money automatically come straight to her pocket.
No,
So
it's
she
not.
collect big money all the
No,
time.
it's not. But you just come out there and say, so they can lie at the school and because they're not getting out those money. She's
All
not
right.
getting out those money from the son. He is the one who's all of those money because she didn't understand what she was saying. And she signed a full contract with them get all of those stuff. All of those money the VP is getting it. So she's not getting those money which she can bounce back after. So
Ah,
that's the
and she
thing.
not doing shows in dancehall,
And
so
she
it's
not
not
doing
like she's
show.
booked and the money
Right,
coming in constantly.
right. Because what she was making money from her stage, most of the songs it Dave Kelly's the writer, so the writer's right is going to him.
Mm,
So people were taught them to really know the business, so they try to say anything. Yes, to do a lot of songs, that play. Yeah, they did, but if you are not the writer, you cannot collect. And if you sign a full contract, you're not collecting anything either. So all of it is going between GP and the writer.
right,
She was only making money from our soul. I'm probably the son when she used to produce my ancestors from was collecting for those.
right.
But she make a bad decision from jump to start in the music. come all the way up to when she probably learned. And then by the time she learned, no, it's a little bit too late. All of the big jacket, all of them big chicks there. And them, they're so selfish, they're not giving her anything. So she go get a lawyer now and sue them to collect all those money. But when me I said, oh, all I could do that come out and I bash and I criticize and the part when she did not think about match and everybody is not think about man because it might about the big old cycle she have never. She did that house from scratch. She buy the land and build that house from scratch. Everybody is buying the house as it is.
You hear what Lady Ann said though? Lady Ann said one time she did not think about mansion and I was thinking about man. So she don't knock her because she was doing something good with our money.
That's why our friend them come out and say, there's a female DJ in the middle think about man and she don't think about mansion because why them say that? They must say the rest of we have small house and she have mansion.
But
yeah? And you see, all of them come out and say all of this. What is tumbling down and I know? What they need to do now, they need to keep a concert and give her all that much time to pay and get that house. It's hard to say, look at what me and I have. She work hard for that house and she built it from scratch.
Right.
That's her dream house. It's not hard enough to see just because that $3 million she do something hard when she worked for so hard. I think all of who did come out and this, all of us, keep a show fair kind of camp. Some of them are selectors, some of them are DJs, some of them are capital club. And keep a show fair so she can be able to pay that money.
I agree.
She broke a million new.
Right.
Because I say that's why all that who did that different and kill everybody we want to talk about our selfish ways and our greedy ways and these things. When they that bash me, all the female is from food. It's a real chapel. Then should I take care of the lady, make yourself paper and tear off. That's why I said, but now Bashar, I want them do the writing and keep a show fair so she can have the money. So go pay a millionaire broke, but we think that the writing is where they should have.
Good talk. Big up yourself, Legend.
Yeah, man, listen.
All right. So, okay, that's what I was going to explain earlier. Me, I'm not no artist in the industry, but I understand certain things about royalties and how things get paid out. I know that the last person to get paid is the artist. Okay, it's always because producer get paid first, who make the beat, who mix and master it, who write the song. If the song get co-write with the person who sing the song, performing right. Most artists make their money from live shows and appearances, not necessarily from the royalties and all that. See, I'm not saying Lady Saw broke, and I'm not saying she have a whole lot of money. Me don't know her finances. I'm not in her pocket, but it doesn't make sense to me that a $60 million property, you would let it go away just to pay a $3 million judgment. It don't make no sense. Live on the air with SoFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SoFlo.
Good morning. How you doing?
I have a kind of different scenario. I kind of think that lady, she got caught up in family feud.
Which lady?
The lady that got bite.
You think she got
beaten by the dog?
Yeah. Explain to me what you mean.
This is just me thinking, you know, because they say Lady Saw is caring and this and that. I don't know. You know, so I think that house, her sister live in it.
Yeah, her sister was there
she buy her property and then she say, my sister, take that one, they come in there to make her, you keep that. So, with that being said, whatever happened on the property, because I think she's the same sister with right to talk about. That's why I say no good.
Oh, so she and the sister, they're no good.
No, maybe them good, and you know, you have your way things them and they are fine, and they say, my sister, take that house, come in and come back cafe. Because I know the one which is original place. That's what I think. Oh. So maybe the sister live at the house, and the sister make the dog bite up the woman, so the sister knows that if you take care of it. But, you know, I do not necessarily like, okay, make them sell the house and you pay, so I see where you're going to live. That's just my thinking. You know? You know, you can understand where.
Yeah, me understand exactly what I say. Me understand exactly what I say. So what she's saying is like there could be some family feud that go on so between Lady San and her sister. So Lady San, you know, you give somebody a house, not give them, but you're like, since I'm not here, you go and live in it and everything. You don't know when me I come back the way and all that. You control this now, but it's mine. You know, then feud break out for whatever the reason. You sleep with my ex-man, I don't know, whatever. Me I tell you if you come out, you don't want to come out. Me say, all right, see the lady there with the judgment, with the dog get bite up and thing. Make them sell the house. When them sell the house, me I go see which part you are gonna live. That kind of stuff. So it kind of makes sense. I mean, it's a possibility. Because talk about that she and the sister was feuding.
Then they will have to be feuded. Like how you don't build a house at Jamaica, so but you go there when you feel like. You don't have to go there.
Right.
So you just tell your brother, take this man, when you come next, when you have a room.
Seeing.
You know, keep control and ticket, so you start about picking up the night now.
Here, snitch a chimp about stop the thinking, come with facts. Move your blood clot and go for a run about stop the thinking. I hate when people tell people to stop thinking. How could you do that? Like, we're allowed to think when it's thinking illegal. Stop your foolishness, man. I don't irate me this morning.
If you understand what I'm trying to say, look, you know that we have nothing. I just be a family and say, tear this up.
You know, say, I'm making a so go around about stop the thinking. Yeah.
So then, same when I go inherit
Your scenario makes sense. It makes sense. It's a possibility. We not say I saw it go, we say it's a possibility. Because we don't know how it really go. Not true?
Same, sir.
All right, then. Big up yourself.
My 2 cents.
Yeah, man. All right, big up.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Stop telling people about stop them thinking and all this. And that chat, we are chat. Saying you're free to think too. I don't know who tell you that you can't think. All I'm saying is it doesn't make sense. If me invest, right, my hard-earned money, one of must thinks that money grow up on tree or foreign. I could go back to the amount there. Because y'all acting like this is 381,000. A lot of you go on social media and you act like a small money that, a monkey money that. How come when me see you in a real life on a time, so? Eh? And if I press you in real life, just pull out, come my bank. Pull out on a receipt and show me. Just show me the savings. Show me the checking. I bet you can't show me 300 grand sit down there. But you come on here like a monkey money that, man, a small money that, small thing that. Y'all silly. I heard them start make dancehall music when man I talk about 10,000 US, a strip of money that, little bit of money that, move with a little bit of money. Not for we don't have 10,000 US dollars sit down and we can flick out like this right now and say, oh, we don't care about it because we get the next 10 grand in the next 2 days. And then if we flick that out, we get the next 10 grand again. So 10 grand, I don't know money that. Hype and don't have nothing. Like my granny used to say, don't have a pot to piss in our window to throw it through. But then hype no rotted, right? Little bit of money that. Go with a little bit of, it's a whole heap of money that. Right now, looking for properties to buy in Jamaica, I'm looking under 300,000 US. Me can't afford no house for no 381, almost 400,000 US dollars this. See? We not talk about little bit of money that, I don't know money that. And people are trying to explain to her how the royalties thing go and the fact that she left dancehall and she's not doing shows constantly, and most artists make their money actually off of. The lady saw it just come out the other day where the whole discrepancy with, is it VP Records? She was having a discrepancy with Becca trying to recover for her royalties and stuff. Live on the air with SoFlo.
Yes, SoFlo home team. I love when they talk of the things them. Tell them.
Yeah, brother.
Them not even have children at 81,000 Jamaican dollar in a them bank account.
Aye, and they are talking about a little bit of money that, I don't know money that.
Also buying a cherry gardens in Jamaica and under 200,000 US dollar we are looking for buy it.
Then the must, brother. A hefty sum of money that.
With some of them people are so flow.
Right here, so in Florida, right? If you get a $381,000 house, you get a nice house, swimming pool, whole heap of yard, fenced in private property, all them sitting there in a nice community.
One of them houses that were there, what they call it, Mar-a-Lago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Somebody don't know what I'm talking about.
Kind of house there. Yo, don't talk about 60 million and money, and them can't even find 60,000 Jamaican dollars.
Aye. Me don't like the hype and the nonsense.
Things them, my brother. Talk of the things them so far. Some like when you talk with fervor. Or some like when you talk with fervor, home team.
See that?
I'm not a money pioneer. I'm not a pioneer.
Right there, some of you. Right there, some brother. Yeah. Listen up. It's a whole heap of money. Me want to know, say, lady says, okay, I am concerned about the elderly woman though, and her hands being mangled and she in a financial straits because she can't work for earn, like she used to. And she have begged for the little bit of money. She says she wants her money. She wants her settlement so she can go fix herself in life. And I don't blame her. And I tell you what, 3 million Jamaican dollar is a lot of money that too. Some people say she shouldn't have got that money because that's too much. She should have get a little bit less than that. People wicked enough. Say, see, them they don't want to sit somewhere and say to themselves, damn, the lady get 3 mil. Them forget that the lady get bite up and can't work again to support herself. Them in them feelings that she get too much money out of the judgment. But I'm telling you right now that the strategy might be, because that would be my strategy if me not have the money right now. I would cry behind the scenes because I'm losing the house that I invested so much into getting. Let's not act like Legisla was walking around and just picking up houses and she have like 50 of these properties out there. So it's okay. You can just sell that one and pay off the judgment and give me the change that's left off of it. So we see our supporters them I talk about. She have multiple properties, my youth. She rich, her money long. I not even know what I talk about. I'm not in her pocket. I don't know. But it seem like that to me. Does it seem like that to you that that's a wise business decision to let go of a $60 million house to pay off a $3 million judgment? That makes sense to you? Does that make sense to you? It don't make no sense to me. I'm going to take one more phone call for the morning. So the number to call in is 1-806-587-8953. And I'm going to spend the last 5 minutes of our time here to talk about this Super Bowl highlights thing. That's all it deserves is 5 minutes. See? That's the number to call in. I'll take one more call for the morning. Now, after the lady saw something a little bit, right? The Super Bowl, I wanted to watch it yesterday, but I didn't. I didn't watch it because I just couldn't bring myself to do it. How quickly we forget. And this is why they are able to do us the way that they do us. When them ready, you notice that Eminem, the white rapper Eminem, after he was Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, all them performing, Eminem took a knee. No outrage. Live on the air with Soulflow. Good morning.
Good morning, Soulflow. How is it that I don't understand? How is it that they can sell her house to pay off that judgment? I think they only can put a lien against it. The house worth more.
That's what the lien is. That's what the lien is.
The lien is for $3 million.
No, that's how the lien works. Even here in the U.S., that's how the lien works. If a judgment is ordered against me in the court and somebody said, okay, Soulflow, you have to pay this person $100,000. If my house is worth $300,000 and I ignore the court order, I know for a fact that they will put a lien on the house. The lien is giving you time basically to say, pay that money you were ordered to pay by this date. If you don't, your house will go on the market and then we will liquidate your assets, pay who needs to be paid out of it since you have no intentions of paying it. So that's how it works.
Oh, I'll just talk because a lot of time when you see houses up for sale, you gotta go and search the record to see if a house have lien on it.
Right.
They don't just sell your house to just pay off a lien. Who's going to sell it? The government?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was the other way around. The lien will be on there until the house sold. Whenever the owner sells the house, then the person will get the judgment. I thought that's how it worked.
But yeah, but that's how it works. So the house will be sold because it's ordered sold. The judge even said how much it should be, or no less than 60 million, quote unquote, the judge, because they even did an appraisal of the property to see how much it's worth first before they come up with a price for how much it should be sold for. And then when it's
It's so
sold,
harsh.
when it is harsh, but that's how the system works. It is a harsh
Wow.
judgment.
Hmm.
But you know, I mean, the woman with her two hands that don't work properly anymore and all this stuff,
Yes, she deserves to get paid for that. She
right?
is. She
Because I'm
deserves
thinking
because she
about
can't work.
physiotherapy and all this other stuff and ongoing issues with her hands. You know, it wasn't until I was doing occupational therapy that I realized how important your hands are.
Yeah.
We do everything with our hands.
She even deserves more money than 3 million. Because that's a lifetime
There you have it.
that she's facing.
There you have it.
Yeah.
There you have it. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, have a good one.
You too.
All right, so that's our last call for the morning. Ain't taking no more phone calls. Let me wrap this up by saying this. Shout out to Eminem, first of all. I tell people this all the time, right? I don't do racism. I don't do racist stuff. I was like that at one point because, you know, we come up in another struggle. And that's all we saw and were taught. And, you know, them people here is the cause of my suffering and my people suffering kind of thing. But as I got older and went out into the world and experienced different stuff, actually in my lifetime, I told you all this before, I think the Almighty Creator was trying to show me something because I was placed in situations, or I don't know, maybe I me placed myself in a situations where I needed rescue, and I was around my people all the time, but they were the ones that always turned their backs on me, and it was always those other people, you know, them people that I talk about who look like Eminem. It was always those people that were there to save me, and they didn't do it because they had any benefits out of it or anything. It was just, you're a cool dude and you somebody that's around us all the time. So what do you need? Are you okay? Kind of thing. They was checking for me more than my own was checking for me. So as I grew older and went more out into the world, I got to realize that people are just people. Some people stay a certain way, some people stay another certain way. In all races and all facets of people, you have frigged up people and then you have good people. I learned to judge people by their character and not so much by skin color and hair texture and these things, eye color and that anymore. With that said, Eminem took a knee, but watch, I tuned into the Super Bowl last night and tuned right back out. My spirit couldn't be okay with it. Couldn't be okay with it because when Colin Kaepernick was taking a knee, it was a big issue, right? And all we were saying was the issue he's taking a knee on is serious. Let's pay attention to that. Why are so many black people, especially black men, getting shot when, hey, driver's license registration, it's a simple traffic stop. And you stopped me because my back light, my tail light was out and I ended up dead, right? You told me to reach for my driver's license registration. I told you it was in the glove compartment. As I reached to the glove compartment, you pulled me up a gunshot, right? And said, oh, I thought he was reaching for a gun. But you told me to reach over there, though, and that kind of stuff. So that's what that taking a knee was about. And to see that the NFL could not get behind it to the point where they cost this man his career. I don't care how much him get paid off after, but he lost his whole career. You think it's easy to make it to the pros in a sport? Do you know how many millions of children every year dream of this, work hard for this, fight for this? In order to make it, you have to be the top 1 percentile, cream of the crop, right? And then you have to go through high school starring. Then you have to go through college starring in order for them to come look at you. So he got all that taken away from him just for making a simple stand. So what that told me about the NFL was that they didn't give two shits about us. They care more about how much money they can generate off of us, not so much about our well-being as a people. Now, here's the thing. After all that happened, the NFL ratings tanked big time, right? Their ratings tanked big time. And I'm sorry I can't take your call. I'm wrapping it up. Their ratings tanked big time. Now, last night, their ratings went through the roof. Why? Because we are the hip, happening, fly people. If we co-sign it, it's huge. That's the reason why the Migos say Gucci belt this, put her booty on my Gucci belt. Boom. Every ninja wanted a Gucci belt after that. Me go look up Gucci belt last night. You know, so them belt they are $600 or $700 for a belt. See? That. That's why when they say Netflix and chill, you know, see Netflix went, we ain't watching cable. She only got Netflix. Something like that, right? Once the Migos did that again, Netflix went through the roof. Go look at it. So we are the ones who they need to make their ish pop. And we were used last night in such a way. Dr. Dre. Look at the star lineup last night at the NFL at the football game. And again, star ratings, big money made, and our social issues, they were able to ignore it, gave us two middle fingers, and then come back around and draw through when them ready, put some money in our pocket, and we do some more sambo dances for them, and everything is all good again. Man, we have short attention span and short memory. Come here, mommy. Come here, my princess. And with that said, you already know what time it is. Little mama is here. Say bye-bye. Oh, I love you. You ready? So go now, daddy. Go now. All right. So that's it for this morning, people. If you're watching a football game last night, more power to you. I didn't watch it. I tried to. And my son plays football. I tried to, but it wasn't in me to watch it. So I couldn't watch it. Right? Then I forgot to make some amends first for me to tune back in and say, yeah, that type of stuff. So with that said, manners and respect to each and every one of you that tuned in, and I will see you tomorrow morning right here on Morning Thoughts, right? That's how it's so flow. Want to say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. Peace.